People think this is hard. People think this is hard. People think this is hard.
But what if I told you being strong, lean, and jacked is incredibly easy? Don't believe me? Here's me at 15. Here's me at 25. And here's me at 35. In the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna show you the 2 things that anyone can easily do to get and stay shredded forever without steroids, tracking your calories, or starving yourself. You've heard that you can't out-train a bad diet, right? It's true, but you also can't out-diet no training. And first things first, remember this phrase because it's 100% facts. Your training drives body composition and your nutrition reveals it. Let's go back to that picture of my 15-year-old self. Do you think I was worried about how many calories I was eating? No. All I cared about was trying to make the varsity football team as a freshman and trying to lose my virginity. But do you know what I was also doing? Lifting weights. Specifically, squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, and dips. And that picture was over 20 years ago. And do you want to guess what I'm doing in my training now? Squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups, and dips. And if I had to choose only 5 exercises to do for the rest of my life, it would easily be those exercises or their variations. Because if you want to be lean, strong, and healthy, which is all I care about, no other exercises offer you more bang for your buck. Just stick to those 5 lifts and gradually increase your weight and reps on those lifts so you know you're getting stronger and building muscle. And I don't care what other fitness influencers say on the internet. It's literally that simple, and you can never go wrong with this approach. The next thing you want to do if you want to easily stay shredded is stop eating low-quality processed foods. In other words, stop eating shit. Because when you stop eating shit, you stop craving shit. And when you stop craving shit, you stop feeling like shit. When you stop feeling like shit, you stop looking like shit. It's not rocket science. It's not hard either. It's easy. So forget all the bullshit you've heard that you have to starve and deprive yourself to get and maintain a six-pack. I eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, and look at me. Do I look starving or miserable? Absolutely not. Want to know what's actually hard? Being fat and unhealthy, hating the person you see in the mirror, or dying of a heart attack when you're 50 because you never took responsibility for your health. Eating healthy is a form of self-respect, and you can't just respect yourself Monday through Friday and then say f you to yourself on the weekend by drinking, smoking, and eating low-quality shit food. Change the way you look at food so you're no longer a slave to your food. This way you start eating to live instead of living to eat. And I'm not saying to never have foods you enjoy, but I am saying you need to eat for purpose and not pleasure most of the time. Pick and choose your spots when you want to indulge. Just know you'll enjoy that momentary bliss when you're eating that food, and then 10 minutes later, you're probably gonna feel like shit and be asking yourself, why the did I just eat that? And I'm not perfect. I still do it myself maybe once a year. But there's a rule that I follow that I implore you to also follow. Never have 2 unhealthy meals in a row. Have the cheat meal, get it out of your system, and get back on track. All right, now that we know that we gotta lift weights and stop eating like a big dumb pussy, let me show you the best way to train to stay strong and jacked all the time without steroids. You're gonna lift weights 2 to 4 days a week, depending on your preference. Let me show you what that looks like. If you're gonna go for a 2-day split, on Monday, you can do a squat, bench press, and bent over row. And a Thursday, you can hit a deadlift, overhead press, and a pull-up. If you wanted to do a 3-day total body split, you could do Monday, squat, incline dumbbell bench press, pull-up, Wednesday, deadlift, overhead press, chin-ups, and Friday, bench press, bent over row, and lunge. And then a 4-day split, which is my personal favorite, you could go Monday, squat and lunges, Tuesday, overhead press and pull-ups, Thursday, deadlift plus bent over rows, and Friday, bench plus chin-ups. Remember, if you're training hard, and I mean with absolute intensity, which you should be doing if you're watching this channel, 4 lifting days per week is more than enough. And you need those rest days to recover and grow. These guys shut the fuck up. Oh, okay, let's go. Now, when it comes to nutrition, if you want to keep it as simple as possible and never track your calories, then just eat more fucking protein. You think you can get fat from eating too many chicken breasts or too many pieces of steak? Never gonna happen. In fact, no fat person on this earth ever became fat from eating too much protein. They became fat from overeating hyper-palatable, low-quality processed foods full of carbs and fats. So every time you eat, prioritize protein and eat your protein first. Front-loading your protein is paramount because it makes you feel full, thereby getting you to eat less calories overall by default. Every morning for breakfast, first thing, I get in 90 to 100 grams of protein with 6 whole eggs plus 4 egg whites and 300 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt with fruit. And that keeps me full until lunchtime, where I'll then consume another 90 to 100 grams of protein with either chicken or a protein shake. And for dinner, I'll have 8 to 12 ounces of steak and some Greek yogurt as a late night snack. I consume most of my carbs around my training too, because I know that's when my body will utilize them the most efficiently. And that's how I eat in a nutshell, and it fucking works. Now, what to do when you think you're hungry or having a craving? Instead of giving into your inner bitch, who's a little fat boy at heart, use the protein test. What's the protein test? Anytime you think you're hungry or having a craving, before you eat anything, ask yourself this question. Right now in this moment, am I hungry enough to eat pure protein, such as a piece of chicken or steak? And if pure protein does not sound appetizing to you, you're not fucking hungry. You're just bored, emotional, or being an impulsive asshole to yourself, and you do not need to eat. But if pure protein does sound appetizing to you, then go eat pure protein. Because as I said before, no one's getting fat from eating too many chicken breasts. Also, I'm fucking pumped to announce I finally have my own True Strength line from Barbell Apparel. You can order my gear from the link below in the description. I have drop hems, recon joggers, shorts, and I promise you, this is the highest quality training gear you will find. And you'll be directly supporting me. I've been trying to work on this for like years and I finally have it. So please, if you want to support me, check out my True Strength line at Barbell Apparel. Links in the description. Now, if you've got your training, sleep, and nutrition dialed in, I also recommend supplementing with creatine monohydrate, whey protein isolate, and some form of caffeine, like coffee or pre-workout. And full disclosure, I'm not gonna talk about my sponsor, Transparent Labs. So if you don't wanna get the highest quality supplements at the most affordable price, definitely do not use my discount code TANNER so you don't save money. All right, that's really it. Remember, lifting weights, eating for purpose, and always being shredded is actually easy. Being fat, metabolically sick, and feeling and looking like shit all the time is what's really hard. And if you want to see how I train and eat on a daily basis, check out my vlog series, Getting Stronger as a Natty. And if you need a legit training program that guarantees results, click the link below for my Straight Up Strength program. It's 60 days, 30 bucks, comes with my free anabolic meal plan and custom calories and macros for your specific goals. I give you everything you need to succeed. All you need to do is the work.